that needs to be renewed to that reality that he's really there. Look, I don't want you to believe in Jesus. I want you to know this Jesus. I want you to know him like you know your wife. I want you to know him like you know your husband. I want you to know him like you know your children. I want you to know him like you know your own body. Like you have to know him like that. You got to know who he is for you day in and day out. You got to know it. Don't believe that he is that. Know it. There's a difference between believing something and knowing it. I know that when I go home and see Katie, I'm going to kiss her on the lips. I know that. I'm going to hug her. I know that. I know that I know. And if I know that, that's powerful. What if I know that Jesus is going to show up? What if I know that regardless of what I see or what I don't see, I'm being trained? What if I'm being trained? What if I'm being trained to not pay attention to what I'm thinking? What if I'm being trained not to get upset? What if I'm being trained to love? What if I'm being trained to manifest the reality no matter what? What if in the midst of every situation that I face in this world, it's really the Christ in me with every opportunity to give glory to God by manifesting the Christ in every situation and every circumstance? What if that's the reality of Christianity? What if the reality of Christianity is Jesus getting glory every time you allow the Christ to manifest? What if giving glory to God is allowing the Christ to come forth? What if giving glory to God is allowing him to raise your kids? What if giving glory to God is allowing the Christ to show up at your work? What if giving glory to God is about him being a part of every situation that you deal with? What if, like, instead of arguing with somebody, you really took a step back and said, all right, Jesus, who are you for me right here? And then he tells you, and you're like, all right, cool. And then you have at it and you allow the Christ to speak.